My name is Kimberly Shining Star. I'm a member of the Miwok people of the El Dorado. I also descend from the Tamala Nisenan. And these, El Dorado County, these are ancestral lands. I stand here with our chase, our mortar holes here, where my ancestors sat here for hundreds of years making food for the people. I am a culture keeper for my people, and I speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Creator gave us this beautiful land. We were told, as the indigenous people, that it was our responsibility to take care of this land. I hear these things, these proposed plans to develop these lands. You know, and I understand that progress is important. But at what cost? What are we willing to give? We're going to give up all of this? And for what? For $1 that is not here? You can walk down any street in this community and you will see empty stores. You will see empty houses.
The current El Dorado County General Plan calls for 79,000 houses, 4,340 of these houses, and an estimated 554,000 square feet of big box retail, planned for the area around the towns of El Dorado and Diamond Springs. The history of planning in El Dorado County started over 30 years ago with the precursor of the General Plan, which included an emphasis on towns, townships, and area plans. Most of these citizen planning events agreed on preserving the heritage assets of towns and townships with responsible growth integrated into existing economies. These efforts were discarded or ignored. The result is what we see today. The fragmented, uncontrolled, random sprawl of El Dorado County. Let's take a closer look. The buy it, flip it, sell it, leave it onslaught of mass tract housing development benefits the select few at the expense of the many. These tracts rely on large-scale outside contractors, leaving little opportunity for local builders, vendors, and businesses to participate. Mass tract housing produces sprawling. Big box retail, chain franchises, junk food outlets, strip malls, national banks, big gas, and more, all embedded in acres of asphalt. Sprawl requires large transportation corridors of 4 lanes or more, and more traffic signals. These massive corridors bypass local business districts, eliminating pedestrian and bicycle use, forcing total car dependency. Research in El Dorado County by its own health department found that total car dependency increases malnutrition and obesity by over 30%, costing $50 million a year. Big box retail, fast food chains, and national franchise boutiques are owned, operated, or connected with multinational corporations. These corporations extract about 80% of their profits from the local economy. The remainder pays the low wages of their local employees and county fees and taxes. Remember, each additional multinational outlet will extract an additional 80% of their profits from the wealth of the county. Total corporate profits from El Dorado Hills, Cameron Park, Greater Placerville, South Lake Tahoe, and the new developments will generate an estimated $1.5 billion annual benefit to the multinationals. El Dorado County governments receive around 1% sales tax from these giant corporations. The County Board of Supervisors has determined that little consideration should be given to public safety, health, schools, parks, senior services, and maintenance of existing roads and water. Instead, in the Missouri Flat area alone, federal government stimulus funds, combined with 85% of the 1% sales tax collected from Walmart and surrounding corporate retail, goes to new road infrastructure, subsidizing more big box retail development until the year 2042. Meanwhile, existing public roads continue to deteriorate, risking public safety. As consumers, most citizens do not realize that when they patronize big box retail looking for that cheap price, they are actually contributing to the demise of their own communities. As investors in the global economy, some citizens seek a quick return on investment and rely on wealth extraction to increase their personal bottom line. The combined results of this type of consuming and investing behavior are local employees without stable long-term incomes, poor working conditions, low wages, and little or no benefits to meet their most basic living requirements, pushing many into despair. A civil economy is a Main Street economy where the landscape reflects local participation. It is a business environment where employees are contributing individuals, respected and nurtured in a self-reliant community as producers of local wealth, as consumers of local products, and as responsible citizens. Wall Street exploits what is meaningful to Main Street. When citizens buy from local businesses instead of big box retail, they generate 3 times more wealth that stays in the community. Every square foot of big box retail costs local communities a loss of $72 per square foot per year. Main Street cannot sustain Wall Street's invasion. Mass corporate buying power destroys competition between big box retail and original local small businesses. Local products are not included in the multinationals' inventories, and no incentives are given to local businesses from local governments. Multinationals win. Corporations have little commitment or responsibility to local communities. Lower wages, job loss, and demand for more roads, power, water, and waste disposal result in the inability for people to maintain their properties and businesses. Reduced revenue for civil service providers adds to the decline. Closed businesses, abandoned properties and houses, underkept open spaces, and scarred landscapes abound. Vibrant towns grow organically with small businesses creating mutual benefits for each other. Profits are constantly reinvested in the community. Multinationals drain towns, extracting wealth beyond the town's reach. Main Street buildings not maintained start falling apart. The multinationals can now take advantage of this decay under the guise of redevelopment. Let's follow the money. Bonds are floated on future tax revenues, which are financed by more multinational corporations. The money from the bonds can then be used to take away local businesses and property to be replaced by more multinational corporations. Main Street is mortgaged to and then sold out to Wall Street. Communities that retain and protect their heritage assets of vibrant downtowns, open spaces, walkable neighborhoods, and commercial districts are an attraction to owners of high-tech, high-wealth-generating industries. Their employees are healthier, more productive, and contribute directly to the local economy when they experience communities with high heritage assets. Citizens must understand the profound value and identity of where they live. Community decisions require consensus on, this is who we are, this is our heritage. This is what we are going to do by way of good design. This is how we are going to do it with responsible economics. This is how we will know we did it by the measured increase in local health and wealth. Participation is not an option, it is a necessity. Civil economic assets in El Dorado County must be protected for ourselves and shared with those who may mutually benefit from them. Citizens must be held accountable for their own community. No individual or group knows exactly what to do about the challenges ahead. Community consensus will emerge by sharing our knowledge, ideas, expertise, resources, and stories. By making visible the opportunities for entrepreneurship, we will create a new vitalization from which all will benefit.